Wallpaper Crafters, Christine Pennington, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach number 87. I'm also known as Pennington Creates on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm sharing a quick video making a fast, easy card using our PanPastels, our clear pigment ink, and our Whimsy wallpaper background stamp. So let me set this aside and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do, background stamp, and ink it up with our clear pigment ink. Now you're going to want to make sure you add a generous amount. Looks like I have a little piece of hair on there. Okay. A generous amount, making sure to apply it to all areas. So go ahead and take your piece of whipped cream cardstock and lay it on top of your stamp. Now the reason I'm doing it this way is I want to make sure that I get all of the areas covered and an even pressure. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add my PanPastels. Now today I'm using a sponge finger tool for every color. Previously I showed you how easy it is to go from color to color by just wiping it off on a paper towel or a scrap piece of cardstock and go to the next color and you won't contaminate it. But because I'm mass producing, just to be more efficient and not to waste any of my PanPastel, I decided to use a separate tool for each color. And so as you can see, because of the clear pigment ink that's on my cardstock, the PanPastel is picking up that image, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Love this technique. And so now I'm just continuing to add my colors to be perfect. It's just kind of a way to eyeball it. And so I'll continue to add all of my 6 colors. The next one is the Beach Breeze, probably my favorite or one of my favorite colors that we carry. I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful turquoise blue. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my strip of purple. Now if I wanted to, I could go back, and I'm actually going to try to fix that boo-boo and just add a little more blue to blend that out. Now there, you can leave it as it is, or what I like to do, because I'm not going to use a fixative, is I will take a clean side of one of my soft tools and just pull off some of the extra residue just to try to keep it from messing up my project. Now again, you could use a fixative if you wanted to, or an Aquanet hairspray, but because I was mass producing, I just decided to clean it up this way. Alright, so let me set that aside. For those who've been in the industry for a while, you've heard of a Stamp-A-Ma-Jig or the stamp positioners, and I wanted to show you a way that you could do the same technique with what you have already at home. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my acrylic blocks. And because I'm stamping on top of the PanPastel, when I stamped it with one, just one image, it wasn't dark enough for me. And I think what it does is it pulls the residue from the PanPastel off onto your stamp on that first time, and so it doesn't give you a clean, crisp image. So I wanted to be able to go on multiple times, and so by doing this I know I'm going to the exact same spot and I won't have a blurred sentiment. So I wanted to give you that quick tip. Now for mine today, I'm using the Be Amazing stamp set, and I used Hello Amazing, and I also used my Stampaholic. Now I've been in this industry for a long time, and there are just a few things that I love, love, love and don't want to part with. And until we have something similar to this, I'm going to continue to use my Stampaholic. And with my black licorice ink, I'm going to go ahead and ink up my image and stamp it onto my cardstock here. And if you notice, it's not perfect and it's kind of muted and light. And so I'm going to go ahead and re-ink it up again. Because you're going over the several layers of PanPastels in your image, the sentiment seems to get lost. I'm going to go ahead and do one more. I tend to do things in threes anyway, so let me do just one more layer. Perfect, love it. Now it's not competing with your background, and you can see the Hello Amazing. So as I was kind of mentioning earlier, the reason why I use the multiple soft tools is because I'm mass producing this card and making actually 15 of them. This coming week, I'm meeting up with 14 other coaches who earned an incentive trip, Fun Stamper Journey's first incentive trip to Disney in California. I'm really excited because I get to take my daughter Jessie with me, and I'm just so thankful for my customers who have supported me this past year, and also my downline who have worked so hard and have helped create the business that I have and the amazing team that I've started. And so with my buttercream cardstock, I went ahead and folded it. I will put all the list of my products and my dimensions in the details below my video. But I do want to point out our amazing Bloom, our Journey Crease Tool. Love this. And so for time purposes, you all know how to put together a card. Of course, I want to point out I used our Easy Glide adhesive. Love this stuff. If you haven't gotten it yet, I would suggest you grab it and put it in your shopping cart, and you can buy refills. And I love that I can pull this out and toss it, and I'm not wasting all of the plastic every time. And it just goes in there like that, and then you're ready to go with a new refill. Alright, so then the next thing I want to show you is I also used our cut rhinestones, and before I show you that, I do have our small storage pouches that are for our ATS stamps. I have ordered extras and have them on hand for all my embellishments, my buttons, anything that I want to sort and keep in a bin and keep them separated. So I wanted to point that out. So our cut rhinestones come in 3 sizes, large, medium, and small. Love that. So it gives me a little bit of variety. And I will go ahead and do one here. Now this is another use of your detailed Pro shears. Love these. Self-sharpening, non-stick, non-erosive. They are a surgical blade, so they are amazing. They're sturdy, they're a nice grip, and if you notice, there's this awesome stamped on there. It says enjoy the journey. Richard's all about the details on our tools and our products to just make them all fun and exclusive, and I love that. And so now what I'm going to do is take 2 of the small ones and put them on here, and what I'm doing is I'm making my own Mickey embellishment. So let's see if you can see that on the camera. Hopefully you can. It's really fun. And so I did 2 more, again my 3s, and the last thing I did is I took our Journey Glaze and I outlined the letters. I always feel like you need to do just a few things at the end to finish off your cards. A lot of times I will use my Journey Glaze and or I will use my Journey Silks. Sometimes I use both. So let me bring back a few of these cards. I'll show you that I have made several, and I can't wait to hand them out to all the coaches at Disney.